Hey guys, this is astrofunk, back with another tutorial for you. Today I wanted to show you, I made a looping tool that could be used for live performance, basically kind of like something the Traktor has. I've been trying to build a live setup all this week, and I kind of scoured the internet and didn't really find a whole lot until I stumbled on one sentence on the Ableton forums that said, you know, maybe using the set points would work. So I went ahead and kind of tinkered around and figured out a way to make this looping tool. So I'll just kind of play it really quick and then show you how I'm moving it around, and then we'll build it and go from there. So you can see that you can move it around and it'll loop that area that you're on. I'm using the Traktor-Esque controller right now. So I'm using the encoder knobs that don't have a limit. You can keep spinning them. I need two of them, so you need a controller with two of those. I tried using regular knobs, but they didn't really work very well. So it kind of just moves around in a weird squirrely way. So to go ahead and show you this, I'm going to go ahead and take everything off that I had programmed. Delete that, and delete that, and delete that. Alright, okay, so we go in, make this bigger. This is the start point where basically when you hit play, that's where the song is going to start, at least in the clip view. So basically you need this start point, and this is the loop start point. So when you move this one, this actually moves. When you move this one, the loop start point, this is what's going to move. The loop needs to be active as well for that to actually matter, but these two need to be on the same knob, otherwise they won't move together, and if you move this, then this might shift this way and the loop will start there. So I'm going to go ahead and program these both really quick. Go to MIDI up here. I'm going to go to the start point. I'm going to turn my knob. And then you need to go in and change this from absolute, because that's just kind of on and off and it won't move in incremental values. It'll just kind of shoot around, to relative twos comp. Now I don't know if every controller is going to use this the same, so you might, if it doesn't work with this, try a different one. I'm going to put in the notes, I went on the Ableton website and found a section that talks about MIDI programming, and it goes over the different types like absolute and relative twos, and it gives a brief overview so you can get a better idea. So I'll put the link in the notes, and it's the section 26.2.4. It's kind of a long page, so it'll help you find the section where it actually talks about that stuff. So anyways, we've programmed the start point of this flag, but now we're going to set the loop start point. So I'm going to turn the knob again. I'm going to click on this and then turn it, set it to relative twos comp, turn it off, and then now you can see with the loop on. Also, just to make a note, I have a button assigned to this loop on and off, so if I hit the button I can turn it on and off, and when it's off it'll just come out of this loop and start playing into the next section. But so there you have that. So now you can move it all over the song. Now if you want to change the loop size, you need to go in and program one other section, and that's the loop length. So you need a second encoder knob for that. So I'm going to go program this one the same way as the other two, relative twos, turn it off, and now my loop can be different lengths and sizes. The only thing about this is that when you set it up and you've already warped something, these markers aren't always going to be on an exact like round number like 104. So you're going to have to move them on each, like sometimes this might be here or they might be a little bit off. So when you first start, move them both here. Once they're set though, they won't move off each other anymore. And then this one as well, you're going to want to move on to a round number as well. The only thing that is kind of ineffective about this is the smallest you can go is a bar. Like you can go up as large as you want, but the smallest it'll go is a bar. And as you move these encoder knobs, they'll go in bar increments. So if anyone does figure out a way to go any smaller, let me know. I've tried, I couldn't figure it out. So basically, one other thing I want to talk about on this as well is when you use Traktor and you turn off the loop, it'll just kind of play through from past that section, or you could cue it into another section. This one, when you go out of the loop, you can't like move this rotary knob again, because you're actually adjusting the start point as you move it, even if you're not in the loop. So it's going to change where it's playing from. I'll just show you an example really quick just so you get an idea. I'm going to start the loop here. Once it gets out, I'm going to turn off the loop, let it play, and then I'm going to move the encoder knob, and you'll see what happens. So you can see I turned the loop off, but when I started shifting this around, it shifts the whole song where it's playing from. So that's the only downfall about this. Unlike in Traktor, when you turn it off, it'll just play, and you can probably move the loop points again and not have to worry about that happening. So a way to probably go around doing this would be have a whole track with a looper on it like this, and then split your song into different sections, however many you want, just to make it simple. Say an intro, the body of the song, and the outro, and then you can kind of build up something with loops on this one, and then you can, when you're done, you can trigger the next track down, which might be the body or the intro, and it'll jump into that. So I hope this helps, gives you some tools in your arsenal for your live setup. Like I said, I looked all over the internet and really couldn't find anything for this, so I figured after I made it, I'd put a tutorial together. So if you guys did like the song too, it's a remix I just finished up recently. I'll put a link in the notes. Feel free to check it out. And if you have any ideas or any feedback or questions about this, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Until next time, I'll see ya.